No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You have sound again. Sorry.
Okay, testing. Can you guys hear me? Yay. Are we here? Okay. So, welcome to the start of Halloween month and all of the wonderful work that Tyler has been working on our interface and everything else. And Mr. Wacky, he will get on the formatting if we can get that figured out. On the screen, on the one, it still doesn't format the name right.
I don't know that there's anything I can do about
Oh,
that.
there might be not.
It looks like it's either something coming from Streamlabs or Twitch.
Okay. So I decided to paint my face and be all spooky to match Ty's beautiful work that he had done. But we are bound and determined to finish up Cthulhu. He is so close to done, it's ridiculous. And there are so many tiny little details. I think we're just going to jump right in and get started on this guy. So, oh, we're starting early. Okay, so we've got a bunch of little details to get done, so we are going to hit it. We have got the base is almost completely done. The wings are just about ready to glue on, and the tentacles for the front of the face are done. So really the only thing left we have on the base is to do the gems to look like tiger eyes, and we're going to do the glow effect. But I'm going to go ahead and do the glow effect first because that's I'm putting off doing the dragon eye gems because I'm scared of that. So Cora has these wonderful little bottles, and they're made, they got them on Amazon, and they're made for doing the numbers in dice sets. So I'm going to use them as a real easy way to get my paint way down in there. And yes, thank you, Cora, for the link to Amazon. So what I have is this really bright color that is a Msp Phantom Glow. And then I have a Msp Neon Green that'll go on top of this once it's dried. So hopefully this works. I tested it on my hand and it seemed to give me a nice line. And I think that'll work. So I had already put a base color of green inside. It's a little thick for all of the spaces, but that's okay. Oh, and guess what, guys? We got a Ty cam set up. So Tyler can now say hellos. So all I want to do, because I'm doing that glow effect, all I want to do is get my paint in there. And I've got a nice, dry, clean makeup brush. And I'm going to get way too much in there. Okay, that's not going to work. See, there's too much paint in there for this to work, right? I don't want that much in there. So I think we're going to have to come back over that with the gray to fix that. So let me find my gray real quick. There it is. Because that is way too much color. Ow! I can't open anything because my thumbs are stupid heads. And I did mention on Sunday that I wanted to do... I've got to scratch space with clean fingers. I wanted to do a kind of drool and stuff like that coming from his face. So I have already got my acrylic medium. You guys know my favorite water pouring stuff. I've already got that setting in a little puddle so that it can kind of get thick. And then Ty is set up and ready to mix up my resin once we're at that stage. Kind of calm this color back down. That's better. Okay, so we're not going to do the dry brushing. We're just going to tap the color in there and move on from it. Because that was obviously a bad idea. But I like these little needles. They're working pretty well with getting that paint in. Try to get all the hellos. So I see Mr. Wacky. Thank you for coming back and welcome back. And I see Creep Show. And of course, Cora is here moderating for us. And we do have a convention this weekend. I've been mentioning, this weekend. I've been mentioning. So we are running desperately out of time to get things ready for the con. So we will not be streaming tomorrow. I apologize. The Mimic is going to have to wait until next week, unfortunately. Willie the Mimic. It's Willie, isn't it, Cora? I think I just heard them respond yes out loud, which is really kind of funny. They're down the hall with their bedroom door shut, so I can't quite hear. Okay. That already looks really good in there. Ow. And then, like I said, we'll come back over it with that neon green. Oh, my thumb hurts. When that's dry. But that's why I wanted to get that done really quickly so we could have that kind of setting up for us. I think I just splattered paint on my chin. It felt wet right there. Yep. I mentioned my makeup, yeah. All right, so we're going to set this off to the side somewhere. Right here, I think this works. And on Sunday, we worked on getting the black and the gray and getting all of this molded. And then I decided that inside of his arms that I was going to do it a different color. And that turned out amazing. So I want to do that on his wings too, because I keep changing my mind. That's one of the reasons he's not done. Oh, a life-size Mimic would be amazing. That would be a lot of fun to play with. Oops. So, I am getting out my transparent red iron oxide, and I am going to put that all inside of the wings. And because we did all this work, it's already going to be pre-shaded for us. So that's kind of amazing. But his wings, his face tentacles, and the hands and feet all have this darker green on it. So that kind of all brings that together. And then this red is on a lot of his... I don't know, they look like almost gill-like areas. I can still hear the crickets in Georgie's cage. We have a chest that looks like a mimic that we take to conventions with us, that we put the buttons that we make, we put them in there. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, and now let's see. Okay. And Mr. Wacky, thank you so much for all of the photos in Discord. So many fun things happening. There was one specific one that I wanted to ask a question about, and I just went completely blank. Dang it. I'll remember. I can't remember. Oh, it was the mask. Was that, thank you. That helped me. Yes, the Asian, like, Japanese mask. Yeah, that one, was that resin printed or filament printed or created? Hi, Damaged. What are you testing? Well, we're seeing them over here. Okay, so it's a resin printed mask followed by a whole hell of a lot of work. I get that. But it does look awesome. And for those of you who are just joining us, it's on our Discord. Mr. Wacky posted a photo of it. It looks really, really good. You got Ty too. Okay. Get a grip on this guy where I'm not going to put my hands in the paint. Oh, I'm so excited. We're so close to done with this guy. I love how he is looking. And if you remember, we dry brushed kind of a tainted gold all over this. Well, I came back with a white over the edges of his wings, kind of where it's going to connect to his back, so that it kind of blends in. Yes, I love the tie cam. I'm so excited about having the tie cam. The tie cam is going to be a lot of fun. Oops, sorry, hang on, I'll get to... And Ty just said something about chat, but I'm eyeballing here. Give me 1 second. Okay. How many parts did you print that big boy? So, with my Saturn printers, it actually only takes 4 full prints on the beds to get everything printed, but he comes in quite a few pieces. As a matter of fact, like the wings itself are each wing is 2 pieces. His face is 1, 2, because you have these plus then his actual head. So his physical body, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, hold on. I gotta do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Torso, front, and back is 1 and 2. 3 for the head. 4, 5 for the arms. 6, 7 for the legs, 8 for the tail, 9, 10, 11. Okay, yes. His physical body itself is 11 pieces. And then his wings makes that 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pieces. Okay, Ty, keep track of 15. You got that number?
15.
Yes. So then, oh, it didn't get me. You got Ty, but not me. The base is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more pieces. So it's 25 pieces all total. Okay, I got to catch up on chat now. How many plates? That's not bad. If I remember right, the Saturn is Yes, the Saturn is a 4K printer. So it actually prints faster than my Mars Pro as well. But it is 4 prints, but each print is roughly 12 hours long. Before that, on my Mars, it was like 2 weeks before I could get one printed out. That's really cool. I don't have a mono, but if it's 4K, yeah, I mean, you would think the time should be about the same. I believe, oh, get off there. All right, we got paint on the hands. But it's orangish, so,
24 minutes in.
You'll have to be a little more clear with the technical jargon there for me. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Because I'm assuming you're meaning layers and no. How rude. Miss Leo just broke my heart. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna ruin all the beautiful makeup. I'm not going to Archon anymore. I'm done. That's it. Nope, I'm good. Okay, less caramel's okay, but not no caramel. That's just mean, man. That's just mean. Oh, that was cool.
Now those 125 bits. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Max, for the 125 bits. It's very awesome of you. Yes, that is my layer height is 0.05. Thank you for giving me what you were asking for. I know what I'm looking at when it's on my screen. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm looking at, but just having it not in front of me, I'm not great with technical words. I'm very good at saying the word technical. You know, when he Band-Aid thumb. Yuck. So my layer height is 0.05. My base printing, my base layer print time is longer than all my others. I started that whenever I was printing with my Pro, and it just became kind of a habit. And I just stick to it. I don't know. It's like a safety blanket sort of thing. I probably don't need to do it anymore, but it doesn't hurt it to do it, so I'm going to continue to do it because I have good prints. I very rarely have failed prints. I had to knock on some wood before I said that. But I will also, Mr. Wacky, I will post my actual settings for everything in Discord later. And I believe Ty has a link where you can get these files too. For Cthulhu, yeah. Yes, one of my favorite things is I'll say something like that, like this is the whatchamacallit. And yes, by the way, that is the technical name for this. So I do that so often that I actually used a technical name and said that, and they're like, wait, what? No, that really is. Sorry. Okay. See, that looks so good. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Ow, jerk. Okay, now we are going to get out my black and we are going to start doing all of his wonderful little eyeballs because he's got a bunch of them in there. So like you can see right here is the places where these are going to attach, but I'm not ready to attach them yet. Until I'm comfortable with everything that's in here, I won't actually ever attach those just because once those are on, it blocks that intersection of his chest and it's kind of a nightmare. So my thumbs are almost healed. Well, I shouldn't say that. My really bad thumb that was killing me is still gross looking, but healing quite well now. But my other thumb that was not nearly as badly hurt is like being a total pain in the butt right now. So it is completely covered as well as my other finger that is hurting me. So I'm not going to read the technical jargon out loud because I will screw it up. But you bump the life of your mono, and it's just a little amount, but I can save hours on a large print. Max, these are still the owies from the chemical burn when I was making the rubber ducky of doom. That's how long they are taking to heal. Yeah. That's not getting old. I actually really hurt myself. Well, yes. I'm old, so I don't heal as quickly. But I have been very, very, very good about making sure that I'm like even double gloving to use everything at the moment. I didn't speed up my, Mr. Wacky, I didn't speed up my lift speed whenever I bought the Saturn because it was already like set to a higher lift speed than anything else I had. So it does go quite a lot faster than what I'm used to, and I just left it at the factory setting. What I believe happened, Max, it wasn't just the resin. I believe I had super glue on my fingers and I touched the UV resin with bare hands. So I think the combination of the two like really messed with my hands. And messed with my skin. So I have been religiously protecting my hands and skin from everything. Like I said, even when I'm working with the 3D printers, I am making sure that I have double gloves on. We'll be putting resin on his base, and Ty's going to mix up the resin for me. And I am going to have gloves on when I'm pouring it. So I am being super, super careful now. And lesson learned, safety first. I probably have that off screen, sorry. Okay, catching up here. Ouch. Hang on, I'll catch up on chat. Let me get this eye. This is such a liquid paint that I just kind of let it fall in the grooves. But he's got so many eyes. I love how much you guys are talking, by the way. Okay. Stupid hands. Let's see. Pardon my nerd talk, by the way. Just love to tinker. I am the same way, Mr. Wacky, and feel free to nerd it up. We're a family full of nerds. It's perfectly fine. Yes, Max, that was not fun. Let's see. I know someone who filled resin-infused IPA... Spilled, sorry. Wow, that would really, really suck. I've gotten the resin for the printers on my skin before, and it's never bothered me. But like I said, I think this was the combination of the two things. Miss Leo fought the caramel this time. The battle wounds to share. Oh, we will do that at Archon. No, Miss Leo, that is not like like beer. No. No.
Oh, I do that every time too. I think of beer.
Yeah. It's just alcohol. Rubbing alcohol.
Isopropyl alcohol. That's why it's IPA.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't. No, Mr. Wacky. Everything he just said. No. Nope. Don't do that. Basically, it's rubbing alcohol. It's like what Ty just said. It's the technical term for it. I always called it rubbing alcohol until I started doing resin printing, and then I started calling it IPA. Okay, make sure I've got all the eyeballs into blacks. And the really fun thing I'm going to do with the black, I missed one, is his hands and feet. So let me rinse my little brush. But you can see on his hands, I don't really have any details or anything because there's no point in doing that. Basically, what I'm going to do is take a nice big brush and I'm going to brush up his hands, and this is going to make it look like he's either tar is coming out from his hands or he's just put his hands in tar. Either way, it's going to look awesome. But we'll have to do it in a few coats because it is fairly thin and it's transparent. And it's almost like a dry brush. I'm just kind of going up his arm and such. Not being super careful or anything like that. I'm kind of letting it go everywhere. And then we'll also, the hand that's, I'm not painting right now, also goes, on the rock. So before we glue him down, we'll kind of hover him over the rock, and we will put this tar kind of on the rock as well. I say tar, but paint, but it looks like tar. I love the finishing parts of minis, you know. Like they're almost full life right now, but not quite. And it's going to be awesome. So I have much more elaborate face paintings planned for the month of Halloween. Oh, Tiana can't make it. That sucks. It was really fun watching her kick everyone's ass. But that's okay. I'm sure you noticed in the email that setup is actually can be done Thursday night. I don't know if you're planning on doing that, but I'm thinking I might, because that would enable me to be able to dress up, which is really fun at Archon. I feel like I just had that entire thing out of frame. There we go. Now, see, I already used up all my black. I'm gonna get his toes, little toesy woesies. Fuck. I'm so glad I didn't actually have a hand on him yet. Yeah, for Miss Leo, for me, this is one of the closer ones. It's only like an hour and 10 minutes away. So it's quite nice. But the one where we actually met, that one was like a 6 hour or 5.5 hour drive. Is that right?
Which one?
The-
in Davenport?
Yeah, in Davenport.
4.5.
4.5. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm going to hit his tail too, just because it's kind of on the lower side. And I'll keep testing periodically my acrylic medium to see if it's ready to go ahead and put drool on. I'd rather not do that until I've got it on his face, or his face glued on, because then I'll get the most natural look. But we'll see. His wings might almost be ready to glue on. I absolutely don't mind you chatting. Ty will probably answer most of the questions, though, just because at the moment I'm bound and determined to finish this. So he's either going to have to read out the questions and I can answer, or he's busily, his fingers are. All right. Now, I absolutely don't mind chatting about anything and everything. So I'm going to set him off to the side for a second, because one of the things, like his feet on the base go right in here. So just going to kind of slop a little bit around.
I meant to ask about how Friday works, if you don't mind chatting with your stream about it, because the schedule says the dealer's room isn't open all day on Friday.
Yes, that is correct. The dealer's room is not open all day. And you see how I just kind of plopped it on there? I'm just kind of letting gravity do its thing. It opens, I don't remember exactly, like maybe 2, something like that. Whatever the email says, it'll open at that time, and then it'll close, and then, like, if you had an artist booth, they're in the hallway outside, and they are pretty much open as long as the convention is open. But the hall will close, the dealer's hall will close every night around the same time. And they lock it up, and it's secure and everything else, so you can go and do your thing and do whatever. Yeah, see, that's just running down, and I'm just going to let it run down. Maybe encourage this one. What's your stance on recasting 3D? I'm going to read all of that because I have an answer for that, but let me read it all first. What's your stance on recasting 3D printed models? I've printed out some models, made molds as I needed. A few for personal. Tell me it's wrong. Well, here's the thing. I mean, if you've paid for the 3D model and you print the 3D model, as far as I'm concerned, as long as you have permission to have that model, then why couldn't you recast it? I personally don't like recasting. I prefer to just reprint because mainly it's a lot less of my physical time that way.
And he's not selling them anymore.
Yeah, and if you're not selling them, I don't understand why anybody would have any issue with that at all. If you've paid for the model, you can print 1,000 or you can print 1. What's the difference between printing it and recasting it? That doesn't make, does not compute sort of thing. I don't get that at all. But I pay for merchant licenses, so I can sell the models, I can sell my paint job, I can, what I can't do is sell the file, which I wouldn't want to do anyway. That's what they're doing. So as far as, whether I cast it or print it, I don't know how that would be any different to me. Whether I just put black all over my arm. Miss Leo, I love you. Please don't be mad at me for getting more paint on myself. I'm just doing the second coat on his eyes. And I like taking you know how kind of like we'll do our eye makeup, we kind of go further out than what our actual eyeball is and stuff like that. I like doing that with the black on some of these eyes. Like coming down into this groove. And I saw that message, and I'll read it in 2 seconds. I'm doing eyeballs, dude. People have dumb stances. I just wanted to see if I was... No, I understand it, what you mean, too. There's a lot of different opinions out there, and it seems like some of those opinions are generated from people who don't really have a dog in the fight exactly. You know, I've seen people, you know, like, why do you charge so much to paint something? Fucker. And it's like, well, it takes, you know, a lot of time. And we were at a convention, and there was a gentleman in the booth next to us, and I thought he explained it perfectly. It was like beautiful. This guy was saying, you know, it's just a piece of artwork. Why are you charging so much? You know, he was asking like $250 for a very large piece of art. And I didn't think he was over asking or anything like that. And so he sat there and he's like, well, sir, can I ask you, you know, how much do you get paid an hour? And the guy told him, and he says, okay. So when you work a 40-hour week, you expect, you know, insert random total here. And he says, yeah, exactly. And so he was like, okay, well, this painting took me this long. So judging by what you just said, I'm underpricing because I'm not even making as much as you are per hour. And the guy shut up pretty quickly because he realized it was like half the price, what he makes per hour. And he was trying to say that it was massively overpriced and everything else, and it wasn't. I thought it was a little underpriced. It was gorgeous. Okay. I'll get my shiny green out. Oh man, his hands look so cool already. Yeah, it's, like I said, it's usually the people who are complaining about somebody overpricing or doing that sort of thing. It's because they don't do things like that. Okay, Cthulhu. I love you, sweetheart, but you have to move over here so I can dry brush. And I mean, it's just... People have their opinions, and they have their right to their opinions, but it's also... This is something that I've made, and I'm going to price it at what I feel is a fair price. And if you don't agree that it's a fair price, then you can stop by and admire it and say hello and, you know, hang out and jabber forever. Good with that. You don't have to buy my stuff. It's fine. We can still be friends. Not you, Miss Leo. You have to give me candy or I won't be your friend anymore. I'm a cinnamon roll. I mean... Oh. Now I'm going to have to make cinnamon rolls tomorrow for breakfast. God damn it. Oh. See, we should have the tie cam on most of the time so that we can see when you get it. It'd only be fair. I didn't get you, did I? I got myself, though. I jumped a little bit. That was kind of stupid. Oh.
I had just had the tie cam on for a second right before that.
I was trying to I was like telling you to do it so I could get it up there.
I just put it on long enough to shake my head. No.
Jerk. He's so mean to me. See, look how pretty that looks. Oops, excuse me. Oh, have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'll stop saying that, but I have been actually waiting for a very long time for Dragon Trappers. Oh, that one got me really good, Max. You suck. Oh, that sucked. What the hell was I saying?
Dragon Trappers.
Dragon Trappers. I've been waiting for them to have another available slot for a merchant level, and they finally opened it up today. So I have a whole another stack of minis that I'm going to be printing and everything else, and I'm so excited. Oh shit, Max, you got me really good. Come here. See, this is why Band-Aids are so stupid. I can't do anything. Okay. That wing is done. Oh, Max, that's awesome. I would, but I hate wearing rubber gloves. I have to wear them so much already for everything else, getting all the stuff ready and everything. I really don't want to put a rubber glove on for this. It would be actually beneficial to do that, and I just don't want to. You just can't make me.
Better not touch any of this resin tonight.
No, I'm gonna put gloves on before I do the resin pour. But like that's what I was saying earlier, was you're making the resin for me. I'm just gonna pour it, but I'm gonna put it on just to pour, because I am not messing my hands up. They have got to heal. I am so beyond done with this. I'm actually having trouble working throughout the day. It has slowed me way down, and lesson learned, it ain't gonna happen again. Oh. Don't forget, guys, that we are getting close to that 80 followers, where we will vote upon what will be given away when we hit 100 followers, which will be so much fun and so awesome sauce. Where is there's my paint. I said that was done, but it is not done because there's one more step. Shake the crap out of the table real quick. I have got my dark green that has been going over the other parts, and I'm going to take that up and just kind of... You got him really good. Oh, that was awesome. Definitely wish we had had a tie cam on that one. I'm sorry, what?
Did you see the chat?
Oh. No. Never gonna happen, Mr. Wacky. I was actually not sold on the idea of him growing the beard out, and then he did, and it looked really good, and I fully admitted I was absolutely wrong about that. And then we saw a picture of him with no beard, because for a long time he had shaved head and shaved face and everything else, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks like a baby. So he's never actually allowed to go back to no beard. Because the day he goes no beard is the day I shave my head. Oh, you're being told, Tyler. Get that tie cam going. I don't see you.
There's a delay.
You better not just like take it up and put it down again.
No, I've got it up for a little bit.
All right, leave it up for a little while. All right, guys, scare the crap out of him. You know what's really fun is I can throw stuff at him. Oh, fuck.
Didn't get me.
That's not fair.
I have the advantage.
Stop looking at the chat.
I have the advantage of seeing it because I'm working on the screen.
Yeah. Okay. I need a little bit more of this paint. Oh, I hate these. See, this is why I don't like Citadel. It's so hard to open these. This one's like almost gone. Which makes me sad because I don't have any other of this really dark green, but that's okay. I will buy it in a different type of bottle. That is for damn sure. Oh. Son of a bitch. Oh, you guys are killing me. See, I'm supposed to be scary. Like, I'm all scary looking. Did that one get you, baby? Oh, yeah, it's it. I see it now. It's delayed.
A little bit.
Oh.
Fucking duck got me too.
See, this is much more fun with the tie cam on, isn't it? It is more fun.
I keep forgetting which one I'm supposed to show next.
Oh. It's only fair. My work gets disrupted. Oh. Like I jumped and stabbed myself in the nose. Oh. See, you guys are ruining my zen of dry brushing. Oh, my thumb hurts. Yep. Gotta time it. Oh, damn it. Whew. So I figured out a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to do to Tyler when he paints. So it's going to be amazing. We're going to do things like you guys can use bits to make him have to find a color and add it. Do stuff like that where it's going to really mess with him because it'll be awesome. It makes the relaxation so much more important, right? I'm so mean.
I'm going back to watching the screen. You did that?
I did do that. Oh. You're so cute.
We're at 7:25.
Oh my gosh, is it really? Holy crap.
It's been flying. It's been flying.
Oh, I thought I was flying. I'm like, man, it's got to be like, 6:30. I'm like flying through this stuff. Damn it. I am... No. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
A significant amount of people come in cosplay to Archon. Sorry, small digression from scaring the Jesus out of time. That's from Miss Leo.
Yes, Miss Leo. I would say it is probably 90% cosplay. Don't you think?
I'd say 65 or 70, but there's a
There's a
considerable
ton.
amount.
Yeah.
Somebody got a clip.
That's awesome. Thank you for the clip. I probably have this out of frame because I'm so worried about hurrying. I could do this. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, I love the clips. All right, guys, we are going to glue the wings. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. Get the glue out. Didn't get me. All right. And get my accelerator.
I'm gonna have to come off the screen. Keep getting me. I look like an idiot.
I love you, baby. Oh, man, that hurts. Okay. I am prepped and ready, babe.
Oh, you need me to...
No, no, no. I'm just excited, so I'm being silly. Because he really does start to look like Cthulhu when he gets his wings and gets his tentacles and all that kind of stuff is starting to happen. So.
Miss Leo says, so you can dress up in any outfit or costume you want, basically, even as a vendor.
Yes, yes, you can. They do ask that it be child friendly, but that is the only thing that they ask. Because, and not everyone adheres to that rule, but for the most part, it is child friendly, and it is, what's the word I'm looking for?
No, God! No, God, please,
There's a word I'm looking for.
No!
I'll get it in a minute.
No!
That didn't get you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is crap.
Weapons, that's what it was. No real weapons, that sort of stuff. I mean, standard kind of rules apply for the cosplay itself. And then, I dress up. Usually my costumes are more toward the Victorian era ball gowns and things like that. Just because Jack the Ripper, right? So it makes perfect sense. Oh, just put my hand in something that was like seriously still wet. Okay, there's no paint on him, but I just... Bleh. I think that was his chin. So I took my lid off because this bottle is like hard to squeeze and I need so much for the wings that I'm just using a wooden sticky thingy. And I don't know, let's see.
What happened?
Nothing, I'm good, I'm good.
You putting the wings on now?
Yep.
Oh. You lose a fingernail?
No, we lost that same piece that I have glued on 3 times now. It's, I know what it is because I just slap it on there. What I need to do is actually sand it down. So I will do that. So technically, It won't be done tonight, but I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me sand something and then glue it.
Can you sand it and use the activators?
Yeah.
You have to throw away brushes, right?
But it's just because it has nothing to grip onto.
Another clip. I swear Ty is my friend.
Just look cool. Okay. Now we're going to glue his face on. Because I am happy with everything inside there except for one little spot here. That's where I hit. Oh, that one got me good. Son of a biscuit eater.
I was not on the camera.
Oh, you jackass. Ty's a jerkwad. So this is what I hit with my fingers right in here, so. Clean this up before his face goes on. And because I'm so conscious of you guys watching, I'm just gonna stick my arm right in the video. Oh, but Ty's got me freaked out with the time. Like, all I'm thinking about is I want to finish this with you guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just letting you know.
I know, but I mean, realistically, I have to have this done before Archon. So even if I don't finish it on tonight, you know, if we have to log off or something, I still have to finish painting him.
Somebody says, you say son of a biscuit eater, but then call him a jackass a second later. Somebody got a clip of son of a biscuit eater.
Saying son of a biscuit eater is not really to watch my language. It's more of a thing that my family does. That's really all it is. I started doing it to watch my language, and then it just developed into that's not. That's what I'm thinking, Max, is I may just stay on until I'm done. I won't be able to finish because completely because this little piece, I'm going to have to actually sand it to get that on. So, I mean, I understand if you guys have to go and stuff like that, you don't have to stay, but I have to finish this. So he's replaying the clip over there. I can hear it. Okay. So let's see. You guys are gonna move right over here, and we're gonna get him centered up here. My hands are a freaking mess. It's okay. Because I can never remember which ones go where. Like, obviously this one goes in the very front right there. But the other two, I always get them backwards. So, is that how you go? Yep. Okay. Nope. Too much glue. So basically, I've got glue on a stick and my activator on a paintbrush. I feel like I've made a massive, oh, it's right there, mess. Like questionable competence. Ugh, that was a mouthful. Looks fidgety. Fiddly, yes. It is a little bit of a fiddly bit. But that's my funnest part. Oh, stupid Band-Aids. You got Ty really good. He even said frack. I love it. There we go. Now we've got it on there. Didn't have it like seated all the way. Where'd your other one go? There it is. Oh, it's gonna be really fun to do the drool and stuff like that once this is all on. I gotta see what I'm doing. Oh. Yes, he was kind of a jerk and turned off the tie cam.
Well, they wanted to see the loops.
No, they didn't want to see the loop. They want to see
They
you.
wanted to see the loop.
Who said they wanted to see the loop? And who wants to see Ty? Let the people speak and claim what they want. Come on, go on there. Oh my God, that hurts my thumb so much.
Bring back the beer.
See, question knows. Question's got it. Ugh. That's one thing I don't like about makeup. My face gets itchy. See, look. There's 3. Not a single person wants to see the loop. I win, you lose. I love this activator. It has made my life so much better. Oh, and I put something pretty in my hair for you guys when I lean forward. Can you see it?
No, I think the top of the pump. Yeah, you can see it there, just barely.
Am I too low or too high?
You're too high because the pumpkin cut you off at the top.
It's right here. So when I go room. Uh-oh. Band-Aid stickage. We're good. All right, Cthulhu has his face on. Is that not awesome? Ow. Okay. See, you put a face on it and it starts getting bitey. So, we are going to do another coat of black on his eyes. Just stabbed the ever-living shit out of me. Oh, I better get this out of there. And I've got some moss set aside for whenever I am ready to start putting some things around on the base itself once we've got the resin and everything poured. So I've got some moss ready. I've literally lost the lid. Oh, no, I didn't. Found it. His chin is not quite on there. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Anyway, I've got some moss set aside so that I can put that on his base. I've got Ty's got everything he needs to go ahead and mix up the resin. I'm not ready yet, sweetheart. I'll let you know. I was just talking. Let's see. I'm gonna put a few little shimmers of gold on him. I don't want it overpowering. I've got it on the wings and I've got it on the face, but I'd like it in a few other spots, but not too many. Once I get one more coat on his hands and feet, actually I don't know if his feet need another coat of the black. Yeah, I think it does. So we're put a little bit more black on his feet and his hands. And then he'll be ready to glue on the base after we do the brighter green on the base itself. So while those feet are drying, we'll work on that.
Question in chat.
Oh, sorry. Do I mostly Questionable is asking if I mostly brush large figures or do I airbrush for base coating. I mainly brush. I'm done. I quit. Have a good night, guys. I'm done. I'm just like screwing up the whole thing. I own an airbrush, but I'm not very competent with it yet. So I typically brush anything and everything I'm doing. I do want... Holy shit. Oh my god, that was perfect timing, Max. Thank you for the bits. Yes, talking is very hard, questionable. That was a good one, Max. That was like perfect timing. Oh, fuck, you got me. But I do want to get to use my airbrush more, but I'm not there yet. It is something that I'm working on. I don't know how I would be able to live stream an airbrush because it's loud. Damn it, you guys!
That was cool.
Lulu, I'm gonna kick your ass. I do enjoy the airbrush, the aspects of it and everything else. I enjoy using it. I'm just not very good at it yet. So I get a lot better results from dry brushing and wet blending than I do from anything else at this point. But I've only been painting for 6 years. Is that right? He's not listening to me. He's laughing too hard.
Yes, it's about that. They got another clip. Both of us get.
I've been painting for about 6 years, so you know I'm still in the learning process. And to kind of throw my mentor under the bus, he doesn't use an airbrush, so. But I love him, and he has been amazing. To stream and airbrush. I thought about, because I do the little loops of what I do off camera. Like what I'll do a lot of times is I'll show a loop of the 3D printing process, and then I'll show a loop. The loop will also include me base coating and things like that, because I try to base coat off camera, except when I'm doing one of my large projects, which is usually it's a longer stream, and I do them on Sundays, and we just keep going until the project's done, which is what Cthulhu is, except I needed to get him done, so I couldn't finish him in the time slots that I had, so he came into this one. He's over there giggling so much.
There's another clip.
Oh, but anyway, so one of the things that I thought about doing is kind of using my pre-films as one of the things that I turn without getting paint everywhere.
When we get to that point, I can build something that
Yeah.
block the sound too.
But yeah, doing that where I can show kind of the airbrushing, but after 20-something odd years together, we do everything together. It's just common. All right, Cthulhu, you go stand over here.
We even jump scare together.
We even jump scare together. You stand over here and you behave yourself. You gonna stand? Okay, cool. That's my dude. And now we're going to use the awesome little needles again. And we're going to put in the brightest green. But you can see, baby got me. Just the tiniest got me. See, I even think that that's too much for this one. So I think I'm going to get my brush and just take it through. I like these little needles, but I think I need to practice with them before I can use them. Because it's a little too thick of a line for me with the needle still. I don't think they do, Tyler. I think you're screwed. I think you're staying on camera. He made the tie cam. Now he has to live with the tie cam. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. So now, wait for that side to dry, and I'll come back to it. Kind of doing the eyeball thing at the moment, so not necessarily watching chat, sorry. But Ty's fairly good at yelling at me whenever I've missed something.
Are you looking at the chat now?
I am, I did. Something about... What, baby? No? Okay. That is the only, downside to this cup is, I showed you guys the last one, but this one is the Cherry Blossom Dryad. Jackasses. Anyway, the only downside to that cup is that it's actually empty now. The other one that is the I forgot what the other one is. It's the Japanese maple one. That one is a 32 ounce cup. So it lasts me the whole stream usually. No! Cthulhu? Go over there. Behave yourself. But I will be coating him in... Ooh. And our slime is ready. Yay. I will be coating him in a gloss. So he'll be all shiny. Because I want that wet look. Finish this up and then we'll put the drool on. I have no idea what's going on in chat right now. Like, I just looked up and there's a whole bunch of stuff. You guys are awesome, though. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I paint. One, I love talking about painting. And two, I don't get to see very many people who paint, you know? Not on a like daily basis or even a weekly basis. Even if things COVID hadn't done what it had done, what it did, I still wouldn't see people on a weekly basis like this. So it's kind of amazing and awesome, and I love it. And I'm like questioning why the hell haven't I been doing this forever? Like, you guys could have watched me go from a horrible painter to what I am now. You didn't get me!
I don't think it got me, but I don't know until they play.
Thanks a bit for the bits, Max, but that one actually didn't get me. I don't know why that one didn't get me. It normally gets me really good. Okay. That one usually is one of the worst ones for me. No, don't do that. It's already really loud. Okay, now that that is dry, I'm going to do my glow effect. Just really, really lightly. And it's with that same green. I just have it on my edge right there. And you can see, like, it barely comes off my finger. Oops. I might have to take the letters themselves back darker. Like in the on the edges here. Like come in with that gray and just darken them back up to really kind of give the glow effect the light it needs. Now we wait to strike. You guys are awesome. It's no longer a painting show, it's a jump scare show. What was the name of that show on it was on Scare Tactics. That's what it is. This is now Scare Tactics.
This last one's called Dawn's Victory. You're like, didn't get me.
One of my favorite moments from Signs. Like, Dad, they're all on TV dancing like this. Ty, show them how they dance. Chicken shit.
Dance. How much more do I look like?
You don't look like an idiot, my sweetheart.
Expert level dance skills. Thank you.
Okay, so he is good there. That is pretty much good there. I wanted to do something on these guys. What did I want to do? I had a whole like idea. Brain farts. I don't know. Mother.
Did I get you?
Yep. Hi, Dragon Eye. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining. Holy hell. Oh my god. Okay, let's flip you upside down to see if I can do it a little bit better on the screen for you guys this way. So I've just got that same gold that I was dry brushing on his tentacles with, and I'm just doing a few details real quick, just kind of giving a few little highlights on his skin, right around his eyes and stuff like that. And they're yelling and screaming for you to come back, Ty.
Really? punishment.
Your punishment.
I'll be back shortly.
Okay. He's gonna have to mix my resin pretty soon. All right. Getting close to resin time, but I'm not there.
Okay.
And if, like, my biggest note and trick that I give out is bracing your hand, by the way. Hopefully you can see me doing that. I'm literally bracing my painting hand with my other wrist so that I can get the height I need to hold my hand steady. Oh, is it time for Sir to come say hello?
Yeah, but we got a new camera, so Dad's doing the puppy segment.
Oh, Daddy's doing the puppy.
Want him over there?
No, go ahead. They get a real good view of him.
Oh, he's liking right now.
Daddy doesn't like the kissy kisses. Puppy cam. He's so dark, it's hard to see him over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like I got an itchy ear. You know, it's funny you say that because he actually is a cat trapped in a dog's body. Who's a good boy, sir?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
I saw him. Oh my God, he jumped like crazy.
You got Sir too.
Oh, did we get sir? Sorry, buddy.
That's Isabel.
Oh, nice one, Izzy. You got him good. Hi, sir. I see you. I do see you. You're such a good boy.
Did that not get you?
No.
Gotta turn it up.
You didn't get the neighbors. I know, buddy. I know. Mama can't get you, buddy.
Please, sir. Outside?
Go outside. Just making sure I'm getting, like, the uniform stuff. I like the little gold accents. They look really good. You know, that horn over there. Toot, toot. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking him over and seeing if there's anything else that I need to do before I attach him. Okay, so I think, let's see. I need to put his drool on while he's vertical like this. How is that view for you guys like that? Get a drink. Because I could use the bigger camera if we need to. Ugh.
Okay. Where are you working at? On his eye?
On his mouth.
Are you working on like that?
I don't want to, but I actually may need to. Hold on. Yeah, that's probably the only way I'm going to actually be able to get in there. So never mind, we're going to do that. All right. Trust is sticky. Okay. So basically, what I've done is I set my acrylic medium off to the side out in the air because it gets thicker and it gets more easily, basically I can plop it on. So really all I'm looking for is for this to be clumps of goo. And it looks very odd to me at the moment, but it'll probably look a lot better once I stand him up. And a lot of these details, you won't even see some of it. But if someone looks under here, I want it to be coming from his actual mouth. Well, I don't know if that's his actual mouth or not, but who's to say? Sorry, caught the cord. But see, these will dry completely clear, but they'll be balls of nastiness. And it'll just be clumps of goo. I know that's probably not the best view for you guys. Sorry. That scared me. You can see how as it dries, as it gets more solidified, it gets thicker and more malleable. And that is the technical term. But for now, it's just nasty. All right, Ty, you can probably go ahead and mix up my resin.
Okay.
We're going to do a resin pour, guys. So he is, excuse me, as he's mixing that up, I will get him glued on. But basically, he's going to be using a 24-hour cure resin. And it's just a 2-part epoxy resin. Just so that we're good and safe. I thought I just saw Cora walk by.
Yes.
Can you get me some gloves, please? I will go ahead and get him glued on. Now this is again not really a great angle for you guys because basically all you have is this big giant. I saw the text and I just happened to notice it, but so I like immediately stopped and was watching Ty.
Oh, I got Cora too.
Oh, Lulu's over there just holding their breath. It's kind of awesome.
I turned it up so loud now. I don't see how anybody can not make out.
I was ready for her to punch it. gonna punch Cthulhu. Oh, safety, safety. Oh, you also scared your cat, Max? That's not nice. Okay. Cthulhu comes down, and we are going to do gluage. We're going to do the stuff. I mean, this really is, beyond the fact that there's so many pieces to him, this really is a very nice model. You know, that I think that's kind of evident by the fact that I have printed and painted him. This is the third one that I have printed and painted. And I printed him at a smaller scale too. But I haven't even tried putting that one together yet. Alright. Alright. That should be good on that. Now I'm going to get my, where's the brush? There it is. With my accelerant that is out. Let's do this. So if you remember when we started this, I kind of put him all, I left the spots where his hand was darker, or where his, I was going to put the resin, I left that in a darker kind of paint scheme, just because I wanted it to look a little deeper, the water to look a little deeper. All right, this is going to be a shove him down real quick sort of thing. So excuse the camera view and all of that kind of stuff. I love you guys and I'm sorry. But I need to get his feet in and down where they go. And now I hold him really, really, really tight. Because I want him to go where he goes and stay there. Look like Ty's just about ready to do the mixing.
Can I?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, well, we won't know for sure until we do it, but he is now all one piece.
Yay.
Two pieces. But he is all put together now, and very hard to see on this screen, and I apologize, but he is gigantic, so. And we will work on dry brushing a little bit more of that gold in random places. Especially coming up on his arms and shoulders to kind of meet that goldish look that he has on his wings. But it's not going to be nearly as heavy anywhere else than his wings and stuff. This is not the color scheme that I was going for when I originally started him, but I am so flippin' happy with how he turned out. I don't think you guys can even see what I'm doing at the moment.
No.
Sorry.
If you're on his back, it looks like they could now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so tall. It's like really hard to show you when he's all. That's one of the reasons I wanted to wait for the last possible minute to put him together so that you could really kind of see what I was doing.
All right, you ready? Can we leave the stick with it?
Yep. You ready for me? Okay. All right, guys. We are good to go with that resin. And what I have is also a tiny little bit of the green color that we used around on his base. I just put like 2 drops in there. And I'm not really mixing it completely. Okay, so let's see. I want to put it... You're probably good to take those off now, babe. I'm trying to get this angled right where you can see what I'm doing before I do it. So basically you can see in here in that foot is where I'm going to be pouring. Okay, I'll wait for Ty then.
Okay.
All right, so you can see that kind of foot area. And I'm just going to pour. I'm going to do this slowly because I don't want it to go all over the table. Okay. It looks like it's staying on Cthulhu. You are most welcome. And Miss Leo, you have a, you guys have the, ooh, no. I'm going to concentrate. Nope. Go back up. I missed and it like started dribbling. Sorry. I think it's the resin pour. So yeah, Miss Leo actually owns one of my other Cthulhus that I finished. God damn it! Sorry. I hate you. Excuse my language. Oh, you jerk. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Now we're going to come around to the other area. Now let's see. Can you guys... Let me see. Ty, can you help me out here? Basically, I want to see in this spot. I think... Nice, Miss Leo.
What do you want?
Basically, I want to make sure this is in focus.
Oh. I thought you wanted me over here.
No. I want you to make sure that this is in focus over here. So I need to build.
Well, you're going to have to point again, but I think it's head.
Oh, you guys are using all your points up.
Holy crap.
Jake just challenged everybody. Yes, he did. This spot right here where I'm pointing.
Yeah, so that's under his head. I'll get it focused there, but we're not going to be able to see a whole lot.
How about now?
I can see a little bit more, but
Okay.
I mean, it's just, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, so on this back area where I had poured, some of the resin is coming down over. So I'm going to take a minute to kind of block that in and keep that from going anywhere. With moss. Yay. It's one of the reasons I had it ready to go. Is because I wanted to be able to dam up anything I needed to contain, because I really don't want it going off the edge here. And that's why I left my gloves on. And another reason to have a gazillion what do you call these thingies? You poke food in, you poke them with food and cook them, barbecue them. Skewers. Barbecue skewers are super, super cheap when you get the bamboo ones. And then you can just, I use them to point, like pin things and stuff like that. Especially with clay. All right, that should keep that from going anywhere. Okay. All right, we ready for the pour again? All right, guys, we're pouring. Ignore Jake. Okay. So again, I just don't want it to run off my thing.
I'm laughing at clips, by the way.
I assumed. So it should come down to this spot and stop. Cora, you're grounded. Should be able to put a tiny bit up by this foot as well. This is why those little cups, the silicone cups, are so convenient to use because I can pinch it and really squeeze it in where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to just use my stick and kind of guide this over where I want it to come instead. And this is a 24 cure, so it will cure fairly quickly. I mean, if I was using the UV resin, I would literally hit it, pour some, and then hit it with the light, and pour some and hit it with the light to keep it in exactly the places I want. But you can even see like a few of the little strands of the paint that I put in there. It's a very subtle thing, but it brings it to life. Motherfucker!
That wasn't me.
I just pooped my pants a little. What the hell? Oh, you guys are killing me. Oh my God. Oh, that was awesome though. And this does have a gloss finish to it, so it'll be shiny. So that's always nice. One of my favorite things that I did with some resin was I made just a solid circle. And then once it was cured and dried completely, I put, you know, that fake snow stuff, put that around the edges of it. And then I did, I took white paint and really, really lightly painted lines coming out from the center, and then a couple of like almost half circles. And it made the ice look cracked, and it was really, really cool. I was really proud of that one. Did that one get you too?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Hello, light bulb. So, kind of like... See how cute that looks? Hopefully you guys can see this and you're not just watching my head. Let's see. I'm going to get a little bit of my PVA glue out so I can glue in some of this moss as I'm working.
Yeah, you can't see a lot. His body's pretty much the back of his neck is mostly what we see.
Sorry, guys. I know it's not the most interesting thing to look at right now. But... I will go back to doing detail paint in a minute. I need another piece of moss. Let's see if I back them up a little bit, because you can see kind of where that area right in here is having some drooling issues. So I literally am just clumping the moss in my hand and then dipping it in my PVA glue. And not touching my fingers to it because I still have my gloves on. Everyone's so quiet. I shouldn't say that, though, right?
You shouldn't be saying that.
It's like a mistake. Oh, and I have these really fun things. Where are they? must be down here. It's like super. I still haven't gotten used to the drawers yet. Oh, there they are. It's landscape something. I don't know. I can't read it. But basically, they're just these like little seed pods is what they look like. They're just weird shaped. But I thought that might look really cool in there as well. Like have them kind of coming in and out of the moss and stuff. So hopefully make the moss look more like a bush rather than moss. Hopefully I'll be able to work on my last costume because I don't quite have it done yet for I heard him jump. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, so looks like we don't have any more resin spilling anywhere. So I'm going to try to add some more back behind his leg again. There we go. Oh, looks like I need to check that back leg again. All right. Hopefully, let's see here. Let's try it like that. Can you guys see like right in here really at all? Okay. I was talking about over here, but I think that's still probably...
Yeah, you'd have to go spin it the other way. Well, I don't know. Turn it again. Oh, there was a moment I could see. Go down and to your right. Towards you to the right. A little more. You stop. Now point. That's it. We can see that.
Okay. So you can see it's kind of spilling, but it's gone over, but it's stopped. So that's cool. But we're still going to put some moss near it to kind of catch anything that tries to go. Oh. I think I want to shove a tiny little piece in the rocks up here. Oh, not on you. See, Miss Leo, this is how intricate it gets on his base when I'm not finishing at a convention.
Okay, I'm going to show the loop for a little bit for anybody that's new.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Ty was saying he's going to put the loop back on for a little while for new people coming in to see. Also, for the chat, feel free to grab clips. I started reading, and then I started watching what I was doing again. And throw them in there now. I'm distracted with mech models. Are you finding more things for me to print for you?
Either that or he's working on Retroscape.
Oh, ooh. Retroscape is awesome. Oops, I dropped my little seed pod.
The duck could do it every time. It's hilarious.
I'm going to put a few of these little seed pod thingies around without the moss, just to have them. Okay, that's a big question. Questionable, you know what? Questionable, that's your name.
You're not confident enough.
Because I'm not competent enough to say your whole name. Actually, Tyler, let's go to the graphic, shall we?
The graphic. Oh, you want to go to
I made a graphic.
the small again. Put it in here.
Okay, you gotta let me know. Okay.
Okay. This way, stop. Write it. And then back. There you go.
Okay. So, I am questionable. Currently, what I own is the Mars Pro and 2 Saturns. This is the build plate for the Mars Pro. And for comparison, here's a model. God! Here's a model. So they print obviously upside down when they print, but you can see the build size. So it depends. If you're printing for yourself, this is probably good enough. If you're wanting to print a lot, I recommend the Saturn. We are currently looking at investing in the Jupiter, which is on Kickstarter now, which is, I am so excited for heaven of the idea of the Jupiter.
You know, we have to wait.
So-
It's exciting.
Yes, they will be available. The Kickstarter's rewards are expected in June of next year. But for the Mars Pro, this is as tall as you can print. Now, most models you get are either going to be player size, so that's not an issue, or